Okay, sport.
How's it, everybody? I hope you're good. My name is Witness Mtaka. I am a businessman, a property investor, as well as the author of this book. It's more than just money, a guide to escaping the rat race and building generational wealth. You can find it on my website, www.witnessmtaka.com. Now, I'm talking to you from my office in Johannesburg, South Africa. Let me know where you are watching from, and let me know if you resonate with some of the things that I will be saying to you right now. So I'm obviously still in the office at night, burning, I won't say burning the midnight oil because it's not midnight yet, but I'm obviously putting in slightly more work than the usual, and I think it's important for me to do so. And this that I'm about to share with you now ties in exactly with what I've titled this video. It's actually a question. What has your job taught you? It could be a job that you worked in many years ago. It could be a job that you're currently working in now. And if you're an entrepreneur, if you've never obviously had a job, or you've had a job before, what has it taught you, and how can you apply some of the things that you've learned in your previous jobs or previous job in the work that you're currently doing, either as an entrepreneur or that you can do as a freelancer, or that you can do in your side hustle. A lot of people say they've got side hustles. So someone in South Africa, we call it a side hustle when someone has a main job that they go to on a daily basis, and then they have other work that they do on the side, be it selling something, maybe they work as an estate agent, that would be their side hustle, or they buy and sell cars, that would be their side hustle, or they buy and sell properties, buy, renovate, and sell properties, or they are a contractor, be it as a plumber, an electrician, or any other work. So whatever it is that is not really their main job, that would be their side hustle. Now, what have you learned from your job? What has your job taught you? And the reason why I said it ties in with what I'm about to say now, the reason I'm still at the office, it's something I learned from the one and only formal job I've ever had. Worked for a company called Student Village. It was a youth marketing company. And what I learned from that company was that there was a culture of hard work. There was a culture of having an excellent work ethic. People there were so committed to the work that they were doing. If there were projects that needed to be finished, people would stay up late at work until those projects were done. Now, I was obviously there those 14 months that I worked for the company, and I was picking up some of those habits. Remember, you pick up habits by spending time with certain people or by doing certain things repeatedly. Now, at this moment, I'm talking about picking up habits because you're spending time with certain individuals. Now, because I was in this job environment and everybody was working hard, everybody had a great work ethic, and they all wanted to prove themselves to themselves that they are able to produce excellent work. Now, we all wanted to do the same thing. Now, that became a habit that I took with me when I started my business. Now, there are also certain systems that I learned from there. Now, I'll give you another example. So I might be sounding articulate right now, sounding like I know what I'm talking about. I'm not hesitating to say certain things that are just coming out, right? But this is also something I learned over time, and was perfected when I was at Student Village, the same company that I'm talking about. Now, when I got there, I was doing work as a campaign manager. I also trained promoters across South Africa. So I built an entire program, I improved the existing one, but built one that incorporated promoters. The one that existed only focused on the managers of the promoters, so promotional managers. Now I went in to say, how about we create something that incorporates training promoters as well? If they are trained and they've got the right kind of skills, it makes our jobs as campaign managers a lot easier, because we're dealing with people that have got capacity and have been trained to do what they need to do. Now, obviously, if you're training or doing some sort of training, you have to stand in front of people and speak. right? That taught me to be a public speaker. So I can get into a room full of people and start speaking, right? I wasn't naturally a person that wants to stand in front of people and talk. I haven't always been that kind of person. I haven't always been articulate, but it's something that I learned over time. And I learned it because at work we had to do presentations, we had to do trainings, and sometimes we had to lead meetings. And because of that, we're learning the art of communication, being able to deliver a message to a CEO so that you could understand it. And also being able to deliver a message also to the last person on the line, which in that case and in that company was the promoter, saying it in such a way that a student who just joined your company as just a part-time promoter is able to understand exactly what you're saying. Now, you as well are in your job right now. What are the skills that you can pick up, that you can take with you into your business? If it's not skills, what are the habits? It might be habits, maybe. Certain habits that you are picking up from there and you are taking with you into your job, your next job, into your business. What are the things that you are learning in your current job right now that one day you could say, because of that skill, of that job that I did in 2022 at that company, be it Coca-Cola or it's Microsoft or it's Quality Growth International, doesn't really matter. What have you learned from it? Now, guys, that remains the question to you right now. What have you learned from your job? What has your job taught you? Think about it. Think about the mini skills that you are taking from your job and apply it. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, hit on the notifications button, and share this video. Comment and let me know what your thoughts are. Peace out.